If you'd like to see me test out Huda's brand new eyebrow pencil and actually not so brand new stick foundation and how I achieved this look, then please stick around. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lutifah, and today I wanted to do a full face of Huda because I want to test out Huda's, is that right way up? No, it's not. Huda's brand new bomb brows, and I have got this today in shade 6, which is called Rich Brown, and the pencil itself looks like this. So that's what it looks like. Let's have a look. So we've got the spoolie end, which looks like a normal regular spoolie, if I'm honest, and it looks like this. That's what the spoolie looks like. And then the other tip, if we flip her around, so if we push that up a bit, does it go back down? Yes, it does. Okay, fine. Push that up, and then just so you can see it, and if I do this, it is quite thin. Yeah, that's pretty thin. Let me do a comparison to my normal fave, which is this one by Benefits, and that's what that looks like. And if I put them side by side, it's quite a large difference. Interesting. Okay, right, let's get started. So the first thing I generally do is I tend to kind of map out my eyebrows, as it were, but we're going to start by brushing. So what I like to do normally is I brush all my brow hairs up, like so. Actually in the mirror. So I brush all my brow hairs, oh, not that side, because that side is massive. So I brush all my brow hairs up like this. And then when I'm happy with the shape, I start to curve where I want it to curve. And we'll do the same on the other side. So I'm going to do one eye on camera and the other eye off camera, just so this isn't too long of a video and we can get to some of the other products. Also, I didn't say, I have just bought the Huda Faux Filter Skin Finish Stick Foundation. I didn't have this because I don't normally wear a skin foundation. I do have both of her liquids, but I didn't have this one because I just wasn't that interested in it. But for today's full face, I wanted to try it out. Okay, so what then I would normally do is I would normally, if I put this down, so normally then I would map out my brows, and I do so by literally drawing them out and then filling them in. This is going to be very good for filling in individual hairs. I can already tell that. So let's go for it. So as I said, I would normally draw a nice thick line. Oh shit, it broke. Oh, it broke. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but it broke. Let me see if I can put it on my finger. But it fully broke. There you go, fully broke. All right, I'm gonna try doing it again, but this time I'm not gonna push it up too high. I'll do it just like that, because that might be the reason. So what I do is I go, okay, it feels a bit better, a bit more steady. So what I normally do is I line my eyebrows, and I don't immediately create a curve. I start by, with my shape, it curves about here, but I don't like drawing a curve. So I tend to go in a straight line, straight into my brows. Just like that. And then the line where it connects is the one I follow down. So it's just a bit more natural than creating a curve, like not yet, but it will be. So I'm just gonna again just follow it through. And the reason I do such a prominent line is because when I line my eyebrows with concealer, or in this case I'm going to use P. Louise, it gives me a line to follow. So that's why I do it quite stark. And I always try to do it just under my natural brow arch, or my natural brow line. And when I'm happy with it, as I am now, then I just fill it in. And when I do it, I like to hold it at the end so that I'm not getting strong lines. I want thin, wispy lines, very hair-like, because I'm scared of this breaking. I'm going to put it down. Okay, so then I'm going to start the front. You do short, I always start the front, and I do little short strokes. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so y'all can see. It's better. And I'm going to just do strokes going in the direction that I brushed them. So for this bit, it goes up on me, as you can see. And then what I'm going to do is for the other bits, it kind of goes off to the left a bit. So I'm just going to fill it in as I normally would. I actually quite like this. And there's very few things that I like as much as I like my Benefit. It doesn't feel too greasy, doesn't feel too waxy. Okay. The only thing is, because it is so thin, it's taking bloody forever to fill in. But it is nice that it's giving you individual, or giving me individual brow hairs. Okay. So far so good. Okay, so I'm going to take it down here now. Again, just doing strokes. All the way down to meet. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to sort of connect this bit. Start giving me a shape. And then just keep doing hair-like strokes. Okay. Now what I like to do is I start my eyebrows before I do my makeup. And then I finish them afterwards. Because what you find is, when you do it before, it's quite blocky. So then what I like to do is I put on all my makeup, then I'll finish it, soften it, make it look more natural against the grain of a full face of makeup. So I'm just going to take the front bit just a tiny bit more further. I like to keep the front a little bit shorter as well for a more natural look. And then gradually bring it higher. So far so good, I quite like that. So far so good, that's quite nice. And then what I like to do halfway through, so I'll take a brush and I'll feather it to give it as natural look as possible. And to disperse some of the product a little bit. Okay. I think it's a good colour for sure. Okay, I'm happy with that for now. We will finish up with that. And I like the fact that it's not shining, that's quite nice. Okay. Okay, my lighting's changed a bit because the sun's gone. Speaking of which, it is a glorious day in London. Okay, so that's great. What I'm going to do next is I am going to prep my skin and then we'll go into foundation. Okay, so I finished doing my other eyebrow and then I prepped and then I've shaped it. P. Louise base number 6, and then I've prepped my base using my ever faithful e.l.f. Putty Primer. Oh, there we go. And then I've just set it with the Laura Mercier. Okay, cool. So this is how we're looking before we apply the new foundation. So this is the new foundation. This is what it looks like. And it is called Huda's Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. I think it's supposed to be a natural finish. I'm on the Cult website Beauty now, Cult Beauty website, and it retails for £32. I bought the shade, what shade did I get? I got Mocha, which looks like this. And the stick looks like this. You get quite, let's have a look. It's not too bad for 35, so that's what it looks like. It's not too bad for 35 mils. It's not too bad. Is it 35 mils? No, it's 12.5 grams for £32. I don't know if that's good value for money, because normally with, like, for instance, their liquid foundation, I would get 30 mils or 35 mils for about £32. Now this is 12.5 grams. Don't know if that's actually great value. Interesting. All right, cool. So let's go with it. That's the colour obviously I've chosen. Let's go on with it. I know this has been out for a while, so this isn't actually new, it's just new to me. So what I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to just do a swipe here. It's like a good match. I'm going to buff that out before I apply any more, because I am not a massive fan of applying too much foundation. Okay, the coverage is pretty good. Oh, I like that. It buffs out extremely easily. I'm going to put a little swipe here. So it just feels like I'm putting in a lot though, but I'm really fussy about that anyway. But okay, let's buff that out. Oh, that's nice. That is beautiful. I probably didn't even need to set my primer with this. That's gorgeous. And that's what you call a golden undertone. Well done, Huda, on this one, because that liquid foundation was not it, honey. Oh, that is beautiful. That's creamy, it's light, it's very natural. That is gorgeous. Like, to be honest with you, it's so nice. I don't know where I've put it. In a good way. Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of my face. I really like that so far. I wonder how that's gonna wear. And it's given just the slightest hints of like healthiness to it. It's not dewy, it's not luminous, but it's not super matte either. It's very natural. Yeah, it's natural. I'm going to finish up the rest of my face and then we'll be on with the next product, which is going to be concealer. Okay, so I've brushed and buffed that into my skin completely. It's too dark and too red, but other than that, that's just me being nitpicky. Other than that, the finish is lovely. And look what it does to the skin. Hello. That is really nice. I'm impressed, it's really good. All right, so for concealer, I'm gonna use Huda's The Overachiever concealer, and they look like this. And they're the ones with the little metal tip. It's thick, this is thick. This is full coverage, she's thick, she's thick. And I'm gonna use the colors Caramel, and I'm gonna use Caramel Corn, which is 22 neutral. I do have it in Brownie, which I normally use to contour, but because I want to use the Tientour, I am gonna skip that today. So I'm just gonna put it on my under eye. I'm gonna show you how. And then we're gonna go straight to the palette we're using today. So this, when I say this is thick and this is full coverage, you just need a soupçon, just a little itty bitty bit. So I've made enough mistakes with this bloody concealer to know don't go ham. Yeah. Right, now, because that concealer is so thick and it's matte, I couldn't leave it to dry. Normally I'd leave it to dry and then I'd do my eye makeup, etc, etc, but I can't do that because I wouldn't be able to blend it out. So what I've done is I have blended it out for now, and actually I'm happy with that. That's really nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do my eyes, but before I do that, I'm going to set my face. And just for those who want to try this concealer, it's fragranced, so just be aware of it. It's not as strong as the foundation, but it's there. I already had a slight headache from before I started doing this, and this is definitely no helping. Okay, so next we're going to use Huda's Easy Bake Loose setting powder, and she looks like this. Again, this is scented as well, so just for the girls who don't like that, I'm just going to lay just a little bit underneath my eyes just to stop any fallout from when I do my eye makeup. So I'm just going to start there. Everyone knows I start right here because I have really Sahara dry under eyes, and this concealer is quite drying as well, so I'm using such a small amount to set my under eye. Then I'm going to make just a tiny dusting, but not right underneath my eyes, just to catch any eyeshadow. I shouldn't have too much of a problem. I don't want to do anything too crazy, just because I am taking my kids on a bike ride, because as I said, the weather is glorious here in London. So yeah, I don't want to be that lady in the park with the beat. So for today's palette, we're going to use Huda Beauty's Mercury Retrograde. I heard someone say, you know, this ain't for the brown girls. Sorry? What? What? This is a gorgeous palette, and I'm gonna show you how to use it. I'm gonna do one eye off camera, come back, do the other eye, and then, oh look, the lighting's changed again. So annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna do one eye off camera, come back, do the other eye, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so this is the look I came up with, and now we're gonna duplicate it. So first what we need to do is go in with the shade Karma. My kids are singing. So I must say, whilst I was doing my other eye off camera, I noticed that my concealer started to crease. Yeah, so just thought I'd throw that in. Also, when I was doing my eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, sorry, my eyelids, just as an FYI, the stick broke back twice. So just as an FYI, don't wind it up too high. And to be fair, I didn't even have it up that high, but it is what it is. Next, I'm going to go in with the colour Hot Mess, which is this shade here. I'm just going to lay that down, bring it all the way to the front, all the way to the back, and then kind of swell it out a bit. Until I'm happy with that, I'm going to bring that out. And do that again, just pack on a bit more pigment, but this time I do it literally on the crease line, and a little bit higher. When I'm happy with the placement, which I am, I'm going to take my original brush and I'm going to blend it out. Then what I want to do is go in with my topper shades. Just want to soften those edges, really. That's what we're doing here. And then when I'm happy, we'll go on with the next shade. So for the next shade, we're going to go in with Ultraviolet. This shade here. And I'm just going to pop her on my finger, and I'm going to put her on the edge. Yeah, right there. I'm just going to pop her on the edge. There you go. And then when I'm happy with her placement, I will go on with a brush, but not just yet. I'll bring it up quite high, but not all the way. Excellent. Lovely. Alright, next we're going to go in with the shade called Supernova, which is this lovely pink here. And I think for this one, I'm going to just, I think I'm going to wet my brush for this one. I'm just going to go here. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in and press that in, and then bring it forward as well. And then when I'm happy with the placement, yep, I'm happy with that, I'm just going to spray my brush. Okay, and then I'm going to press that in further. Because I like the complexity of having a wet brush and the pigment. It just strengthens the pigment. And I want to take that up and into the purple colour. And if we lose the purple, we'll just go back in with our fingers. But so far so good, happy with that. I'm comparing, making sure they're even. Just going to go back in with the purple pigment just slightly. There we go. And this is why I didn't go too high, because I was going to take the pink all the way up. Okay. For our inner corner colour, I'm going to go in with this pastel colour called Libra. And I'm going to start there with her. Perfect. Just packing. And I'm going to bring her up slightly into the pink. And that is the basis of our colour. Excellent. Very nice. Okay. Happy with that. So that's the eye look. And I must say, I flipping love it. But what we've got to do next now, we've got to go in with the Tantour. Now I must say, I love Tantour. Tantour is one of my fave products ever. I only recently started using like the Huda Beauty contour stick, but before that, Tantour. Now I have Tantour in the shade medium, and as you can see, it's worn. It looks like this on the inside, and I've actually got the blending brush that goes with that. And this is what she looks like inside. And it's so easy to use. You just take it on the back of the brush, place it where you want it. Look at that. and buff it out. Look how easy it is to buff out. So I always start on the line and then go up. Such an easy thing to do. Look at that, so easy. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to go around the perimeter. So easy, and it's so easy to control as well. Let's put some here. Put some here. And let's blend her out. And we're blended out. I love Tantor. Tantor is so nice. Right, next we've got highlighter, and this is the Nymph All Over Highlighting Powder. She looks like this. And if I open her up, please don't break a nail. Don't break a nail. She looks like this. So I'm just gonna get my trusty dusty brush, and I'm gonna swirl it around a bit. I've never actually used this product before. I got it at Christmas, but I've never used it. So I'm just gonna lay her down here. Oh, goddamn. Okay, she's pigmented. Either that or I just swirl too much. But it's a nice color though. Okay. That's lovely. That's very nice. Let's do our top lip liner. And I'm gonna just press her like that. How's that looking? Okay. Okay, that's quite nice. I like that. Oh, okay. Nymph just did something. It's a massive that I don't know when I'm ever gonna get through that. And I probably wouldn't have bought this for myself either because it's a bit expensive. So I wouldn't have bought this for myself, but my husband got it for me for Christmas, so that's quite nice. Okay. Now Huda doesn't have a blusher or a bronzer. I know Tantor is like a contour bronzer, but I still need a bronzer. So I'm gonna do that. Then we'll be back to use her mascara, which is double-ended, and her eyeliner, which is double-ended, her spray, hey, and then we're gonna dust it with her powder to finish. And we should be good. Okay, so we're done there. Now, we're gonna use the Life Liner, which looks like this. One side is a twisty, which has a very fine tip like that. I've already used this over the top because I can't do it on camera because I can't speak and do it at the same time. And the other side simply pulls apart and you have a, it's like that, it's like a crayon like that. Now mine's almost finished. I've got a spare, but mine's almost finished. So I'm gonna use what's left of it. And all you gotta do is literally, and it's the dark, it is so dark. I love it. Love it. I'm gonna put it in my waterline. But I'm not going to take it into this pastel colour though. And the same thing on the other side. Nice. Let's bring it a little bit lower on this side because I quite like the dimension it's given. There. And that's the Life Liner. I actually love this product. I prefer kind of liquid sticks, so I really love this product. Right, next we've got Legit Lashes, which looks like this. It's a big boy. So it's a big one. It's a big one. And you've got the Curl and Lengthen, which is this side. Brush looks like this. I think it's exactly the same product, just different ones. And then the other side is the Volume. She looks like this. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the, I'm gonna curl it first. And then I'll add some volume because I'm going to put lashes on anyway, but I just want to show you on camera what she do. And if we switch to the other side, full A volume. It's much thicker on this side. And there we go. Quite nice. I'm still gonna put lashes on, but whatever. So yes, I'm happy with that. I'm going to line my lips, stick my lashes on, just do all the finishing touches, and then what we'll do is we'll go on with the lipping. Now the only colour I have, actually no, I do have the right colours, because the only colour I have is the bullet lipstick, but it's quite dark and it's daytime, so I don't really want to put it on. Actually, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on, I'll just wipe it off afterwards, but you know, for the look, I put it on. Okay, lashes are on. And now time to do lippy. So I'm going to go with Huda's Liquid Matte Lipstick in the colour Vixen. Happy with that. Okay. Just take that here out. Okay. And that's the finished look. Cute, huh? Okay, last thing we need to do is just spray the face. Now we're going to use Huda's Resting Boss Face. Now I can attest, this thing is phenomenal. Your makeup is going nowhere. The only problem is you're basically spraying perfume in your face. So if you can get past the smell, which I can, to make my makeup stay in place all day, I can. If you can get past the smell, then this is a fantastic product. And I literally last summer was not without it at all. This is going to set your makeup in place and it's going nowhere. Nice. Okay, and here we are with the finished look. I've only just remembered to plug my mic back in. Basically, my daughter came knocking on the door saying she needed to pee. She's only 3. So I unplugged it to go and sort her out, and then I completely forgot to put it back in. So if the sound goes a bit, that's why I've just remembered to plug it back in. But here we go. Resting Huda face. Yes. I am feeling this look. I'm literally about to pop out on the bikes and go for a pick pedal before the next football game starts. But I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling in my Fit Me steez, I'm feeling myself. Okay, cool. So, thoughts and everything. All the products I've already tried. Everything I've tried except for the brow pencil and the foundation stick. Now, so far the foundation, it's fine. The only thing I found that was quite annoying is it broke about 3 times in total, and all I did was I probably had it about this long, about that long, and it snapped. So I've got to remember to put it a little bit lower just to make sure it doesn't snap. But I didn't have it very high and it snapped, and that's the waste of product, you know. But otherwise, I actually like the way it did my brows today. I don't know why there's glitter on my face. I have no freaking idea. I've obviously used some utensil that's got glitter on it. But anyway, we digress. So, but yeah, I like the way my eyebrows came out. I actually really like this. Really, really like this. I'll leave all the details about where you can get it from, how much it costs, blah, blah, blah. There's loads of colours as well. There's an array of colours to suit everybody. So that's great. This is fantastic. It actually does rival my benefit, if I'm being completely honest. It absolutely does rival my benefit. Just that breaking thing was a bit of a pain in the ass. The benefit's a bit more, tiny bit more waxier. This is very dry, which I quite like. This is great. This is absolutely, this will go wicked when I'm using like a really radiant foundation, because then you don't get the shine in the brows as well. But this, so far so good. I love it. It's as good as any good brow pencil. I'm not gonna say, oh my God, it's so phenomenal. It's as good as any good brow pencil. So if this is your thing, go for it. The foundation that I've never tried before that I can't seem to find, one sec, here, this foundation, I mean, you tell me, because my face looks really nice, let's be honest. Obviously I don't know how it wears. This isn't a wear test. I'll update the comments later on once I've worn it for a bit. But other than that, this is nice. I like the way it looks on my skin. It looks so natural. And listen, this lighting is everything. And this is the sun. This lighting is everything. Oh, I'm here for it. Yeah, really happy with this look as well, actually. It came out so nice. Look at her. Gorgeous. Listen, Huda never lets me down. She never has. she does, I get upset. But other than that, and the nice thing is now she's got enough products that you could do a full face. I really want to try some lashes from her, and I want it to come out of a bronzing powder, and I want it to come out of a blush, and I think we'll be there. And some kind of translucent powder. We need a translucent powder as well, sweetheart. I can't set my face with your, I mean, I can set my under eye and things with the baking powder, but I need a powder for like the perimeter of my face. But even, to be fair, a bronzer could double up as that as well, so that could work. But so far so good. I'm happy with this. Huda never lets me get down. And Mercury Retrograde, one thing I like about that palette is it takes me out of my comfort zone. It forces me to try and do things that I wouldn't normally do. And I love the tones. You've got this deep purple, this red here, then you've got, I'm not sure if you can see it, but all these shimmers are absolutely stunning. These shimmers are gorgeous. And like, for instance, I wouldn't normally go for like a pastel green, but it forces you to try something out of your comfort zone. I don't do pastels as a general rule, but if you look today, I've got a pastel in my inner corner. So it forces you to play outside of your comfort zone, which I quite like. Yeah, and I'm trying to do that this year anyway, just try things that wouldn't normally be me. So gals, I'm happy with this look. So if you liked my video, please like, please subscribe, please share if you care, and I will see you in the next one.